Welcome back, everyone, to Movie Related. Often we have some viewer questions that are sent in where all three of us get to answer and give our most fundamental, deepest thoughts about life. Today, we have Marc, the perpetual loser of the group.
Wait.
We are going to interrogate Marc and find out what lives deep beneath that rugged exterior. Marc, first question.
Yeah.
You have always been the more outgoing and adventurous sibling. But what people really want to know is, how would you define your fashion style?
What? How does that relate?
Bargain bin!
My fashion style is, hey, there's a golf shirt.
Interesting. Let's move on. You have spent a lot of time DJing clubs,
Yeah.
at a radio station, and special events like weddings and
Right.
parties.
Yes.
But tell us, isn't DJing just pressing play on a prepared playlist?
Well, yes, but I spend hours before the event preparing that playlist, matching the songs, and I have to listen to each song and judge in an empty room what the energy of that party is going to be when I'm playing that song. So I have to take people from 0 to 100 and sort of guide the party along before the party even happens.
So you would say then that anybody could take your playlist and press play?
Yeah. If they took my playlist that I spent hours on, possibly yes.
In your youth, you entered lip-syncing contests and then transitioned to actually singing. A lot of Elvis,
Sure.
some old-time rock and roll. But what is it that you really yearned to sing?
Country. Country music. I like country songs.
Fascinating. Number 4. Your outgoing personality and lack of stage fright is a recipe for fame. Please describe the exact moment you torched the possibility that you could live a life as a famous performer.
When I declined to go with Up With People.
What is Up With People?
It's like a musical, group that tours different cities and puts on a musical play.
Isn't it true that they actually travel worldwide?
Yes,
And you decided not to accept their invitation.
correct. Yeah.
Why?
A girl.
Loser.
Actually, the reason that I declined their invitation was because there was a $10,000 price tag, and I wasn't going to put that burden on mom and dad.
Even though they were more than willing to pay the fee to get you out of the house.
Yeah, I guess you could word it like that.
Don always makes fun of me because I don't feel a yearning to travel and see the world. Is there something inside of you that yearns to travel somewhere?
No.
So he, in fact, should be making fun of both of us.
No, there's plenty. There's plenty to make fun of there.
Did you not get any satisfaction when we traveled the Caribbean?
Yeah, I liked that.
Awesome.
Marc's great at this.
Awesome.
While Don is a decent enough fellow and can make a pretty nifty twice-baked potato, what is the one thing about him that makes you shake your head?
Oh, there's so much. But, I'm gonna say... Let me shake my head.
See, there's nothing. He can't come up with anything, folks.
Hold on.
I'm perfect.
That you're willing to say on camera.
Well, that's the thing, right? I think some of his relationships are questionable. Also,
Do you care to expand on that?
no.
And here's where we get it.
There are no kids, there are no women, there is no work. Just you with no obligations for the entire day. What would you do?
I might watch some YouTube. I might go back to our first video and watch them all in a sequence all day long.
Would you like, comment, and subscribe all the time?
Yeah, absolutely, to every video.
Make sure the last video you press the subscribe one last time.
Gotcha. I'm subscribing every time.
Since we do a mostly movie-related YouTube channel, let's talk a bit about movies.
Sure.
List 3 actresses or actors that you've had crushes on, and 3 actresses or actors that you idolized and wished you were.
I'm not good with names, but actresses, okay, for sure. Cameron Diaz in her Something About Mary Days. Yeah. I would say back around the time that she did Speed.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. And who else would I say? Oh, maybe not from a movie, but when I was younger, I thought that Chrissy from Three's Company there, Suzanne Summers, she was a looker. And then Idolized, sure, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Ryan Reynolds. It's kind of awesome. So, I like his personality.
Okay.
Sure.
I like his personality as defined by his abs. You once bought a home for about $27,000.
Oh man, you know that?
And then dumped it. How does that make you feel now that the average price of a home in Canada is $650,000?
Ridiculous. It makes me I think back what was I thinking? What was I thinking? My mortgage was $254 per month. And I just walked away. Here, bank, take it away. I'm going to stop paying, okay? That's how that rolled out.
Okay, so when you put losing the house over not accepting up with people, what was your biggest defeat?
It's
There are others.
But let's consider these two.
okay. So I would say probably not going with the up with people.
This is the last question.
Thank you.
To close things off, this question is one for you to reflect on.
Mm-hmm.
Delve deep, and give an answer to make any of the viewers who are still watching shed a few tears.
Okay.
Your father, suffering from a few ailments, has but one claim. That his ribs are better than yours. Yet you continuously rub in his face that his are crap and your ribs are the best. How could you do that to your dad?
Well, listen. It's not that his ribs are crap. It's just mine are so much better. In fact, so my dad does his ribs in an Instapot. Throw it in an Instapot, let it do the work. No. I slow smoke my ribs in a smoker for 3 hours. Then I take them out, I sauce them, I put them back on the grill, and I char that, I caramelize that sauce, I char the sauce right onto the rib. So you've got there's almost like a thin wafery crust when you're just biting it, and after you break that initial the initial surface, it's just fall off the bone goodness, melt in your mouth ribs. He doesn't have that in his ribs. In fact, we had a contest where he made a tray of ribs and I made a tray of ribs and we served them. All of my ribs were gone and he had a few remaining.
And that makes it okay for you to rub in the face of your ailing father who doesn't have much to live for. That makes it okay?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Well, there you have it, folks. Now you know what lives deep beneath the surface of Marc's rugged exterior. I'm sure that if you are still watching...
No, they're not.
You regret this deeply too.
Ciao for now.